All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome in Kurt Magoosh and Slaughterhouse Sports. Today we're going to look at Robby Washington. His brother Bobby also committed to Miami this week. He's out of Killian High School in Miami. And this guy is such an explosive football player. He's 5'11" right now and growing. He has long arms to attack the football. But what you're going to see here is you're going to see exceptional speed in the return game. He's such a dynamic football player with the ball in his hands, and he is a true wide receiver. He's listed as an athlete on 24/7. He's going to play wide receiver, I believe. That's where he's best going to be fit on this Miami team. So I'm really excited to see this kid progress. And he really has a skill set for running the football. So so we basically get the gist of, basically nobody can touch him at this level. I mean, he finishes runs and he always is running downhill. He has good cutting ability, so he's very dangerous in the return game. Let's watch him as a wide receiver. Great get off of the line of scrimmage there, and he's very choppy with his routes. And by the way, oh my gosh, those two guys just met up real quick. I mean, he just made those two guys look silly, made them look like magnets for the defense. I mean, boy, oh boy, that is the highlight of all highlights. Bam. Foot in the ground, gave his own player a concussion because Robby just absolutely just embarrassed both of those guys. So Robby Washington, here you're going to see him get off the line of scrimmage. Let's see where he is. He's right here. He's running the post. You don't really see this play, though. All right, so let's continue. So Robby, he could track the deep ball. He's very tough to cover one-on-one. I'd love to see him be an outside receiver. His play style is Antonio Brown. I think that's his idol. Because he gives up the peace sign too when he's blowing by people. And he also carries the ball in his left hand. So maybe he's a lefty because he likes carrying the football in his left hand, kind of like Antonio Brown. So that's a pretty good guy to model your game after. And a lot of, because Antonio Brown, Miami guy, and, went up to Central Michigan, and, of course, Hall of Fame receiver, one of the best that the game's ever seen. So this guy really has speed. This guy's super dynamic. I love this route right here. I love this route. Little toe tap to get started, and again, the defender doesn't know, is he going inside or is he going outside? All right, so look, toe tap. I'd like to maybe see him keep his head up more, but again, he's just so fast. But I love that you see him versus press, and he has ability to separate versus press due to his speed. So he really catches the deep ball. And now we see him again in press. And that is just freaky. Great get off there by Robby Washington, and it's nighty-night. It's lights out. So all you have to do as a quarterback is hold that safety and then just throw it on a line 30 yards down the field, and Robby's going to make you right, and you're going to finish. So that's exactly what he does there. Decent coverage, but doesn't really have a chance. So Washington, again, what a great recruit. And there you see the long arms, and what a catch that last play was. So he's a very, very good receiver that is going to be going to Miami here. He can play immediately in the slot. But again, this is going to be a dynamic receiver in a couple of years. I don't know if Van Dyke will still be there throwing the ball, but it's a great way to start, and I love that his brother as well. I'm excited to review his tape as a linebacker, Bobby, but you get the school right, Killian in Miami. You get immediately Mario starts recruiting Miami and giving love to, the hometown kid is a great way to start off your tenure in Miami. And of course, this kid can absolutely play in the ACC and be a big time player. I mean, because, you know, and this is like in Darius Toney kind of a play, like where you could put the ball in his hands, you can use him as a punt returner. He's everything at this school and at this level. I think he can absolutely be a punt returner. Who does he play like? I mean, he tries to play like Antonio Brown. That's who he tries to play like. And, you know, he's one of the first receivers I've reviewed in 23, but he definitely has ability. He has ability to separate. He has great hands, you know, longer arms, so he can really make plays deep down the field. He does body catch it, but it doesn't really matter because he gets wide open. And really nobody could stay with this guy on the tape. So Miami's getting a good one, and it's a no-brainer. I mean, a 4-star kid right in your backyard. You got to go out and get a kid like this one. So great body control, makes the catch under duress. Here he takes the screen, great play speed. So it doesn't matter how fast you're running your 40 time. It's do you have play speed like this? And great attention to detail here on this comeback screen. You know, he didn't have to do that because the defender's kind of so far back. He didn't have to go through all those details, but I appreciate the technique. I appreciate how he followed the rep. And you can see his very good technique. This is late in the game. It says he makes a game-winning play on defense to secure it. So great wide receiver play in the state of Florida. Again, the best receivers in the country, like Antonio Brown did, like Jerry Jeudy, they are in and around Florida and the Miami area, and this kid could be the next one, Robby Washington. So Miami's getting a good one, Mario Cristobal.